And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man from Georgia.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. It shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And it is caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And this is going to result in losing yardage. 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
You had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Drews. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quay Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now back to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really went up to the task there, were they?
Well, do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Kirk now, the return man. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even trade.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Well, the Dolphins offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 35, here's second down at a yard. In motion, Hill. Second and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Short throw to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Quay Walker. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Here's second and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Texans had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. They'll drop to throw. On a slant, here's Collins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Miami set to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stopping me in this. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Texans are back within a score. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans offense and their wideout getting set to go once more.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got it to Collins, complete. Now inside the 25.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, will just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Holding
We do know there's some
offense.
risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. A couple of touchdown passes there for Joe Burrow. From there, let's get to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium, and they trail the visiting Ravens in that one at halftime. Derrick Henry, the newest Raven, with a touchdown run. Finally, we head to the...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now first to Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking right side when it's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, They don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Waddle, the motion man right. Now a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He'll look to throw. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That's on multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Well, both sides searching for adjustments. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Got his man down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down. They'll set up a throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now in the game. He's making it look easy out there.
He certainly is, and they're always aiming for a swing of the leg that repeats under pressure, right? So nothing's different. He's got that right now because confidence is breeding confidence.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On play action, they'll throw. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from the guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Devon Achane. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He'll complete this one to Collins.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Looking to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, and we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. That's caught again by Schultz. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They'll drop to throw.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
That's complete right around the 8. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Second and 3. That one complete to Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to the 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And shifts past him. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Back to throw now on first down. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 29 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Back here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times they've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect,
And that will send them back to the drawing board.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The Dolphins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons. A chance hit and the ball is held. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I know he doesn't want to fumble loss by his name, but it was 4th down. I don't think he was going to get to the marker anyway.
I think he just hired you as his attorney because you have just argued that this fumble is actually okay.
I'm just saying not all fumbles are created equal, and the defense would have had the ball there anyway.
Okay, so the defense gets credit now, right? Someone gets a nice little mark by their name, but it really doesn't hurt the other guy because he wasn't getting there anyway. I like that. Good job.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure.
Previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
a lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. He'll drop to throw.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 15.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression again.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back to the 25. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He'll look to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans,
the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.